Hello, hello, hello. I finished Bttr Hny Pg Brd today. This is chapters 11 to 16 of the audiobook. And I don't know if it's where I'm at the moment. I don't know if I should begrudge a book for having a happy ending, for actually finding healing between the characters in this book, between the daughters and the mother. That, horrific act of sexual assault abuse happened in the twins' early childhood, and they kind of have a scene where they have it all out. And it's not like, I think the book isn't like, pushing it to the point of like, oh, and everyone's going to live happily ever after and they're all good now. But it's like, oh, they turned they turned something. They managed to be able to kind of get to some other place. And yeah, I guess I have to think about that as as what is this book going for? Because I mean, I guess I'm coming from a perspective of somebody who's had a break with my mother, and my mother died just recently, and that's never going to happen. Um, I can have internal stuff about that. I think I have to a certain degree, but there's never actually going to be a resolution with the actual person because the actual person is dead. So should I begrudge that in the story? And isn't it good for a story to have that kind of an ending? I think it's to Francis Ekwesi's credit that it's pretty believable. Maybe a bit of it feels a little too pat, like they got together at the end, and that's great. And yeah, I mean, I guess something can be so difficult and fraught, and then you can just have a good conversation about it, and you can people can say what they need to say. And I mean, in some ways, the book earns it because it follows all three of the characters throughout their lives and experiences. So it gives Ekwesi a chance to kind of draw them and have them going through their lives, so that you can see that, like, okay, they're lucky enough to re-intersect again at this point in their lives, that they could actually kind of make that kind of thing, and it could feel natural because she's the one who's drawing and organizing the strings to get it to that point. Maybe there's just a certain point to that all too often people are at the wrong spots in their life, and it just doesn't happen. But I guess I can kind of go, it's kind of nice that it happened in this case, even if there's some kind of horrible monster part of me who goes, yeah, but it didn't happen for me. Yeah, but it didn't happen for me. And so I feel I like I'm watching the story and I'm happy for it, but I feel outside of it. And I'm not a Nigerian. I'm not a woman. Maybe I am left out of that. Maybe that's okay. And it's nice to see that maybe, others could have that experience. And this is when you get into the whole thing of, I mean, I guess all I can say is how I experience it. I think it's really well done. I think it's really well done. I really like these characters. Really believe these characters. Maybe the mother less so. Mother is like the one that I had less of a connection to. And a part of that is coming from Freshwater by Emetsi Awake. That story, I was so into that character, whereas you just don't get that with the mother in this story, where you get more of a closer feel bond with the two sisters. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, that's my thoughts for right now on Bttr Hny Pg Brd. Definitely really glad I read it though. Read it, listened to it. Yeah, more videos later.